What's up, y'all? It's
It's
fucking horrible. What's up, y'all? It's Lizzy and the Beast. We decided to create a YouTube channel that gives you an inside look at our fitness, nutrition, and our overall health. We're no different than anybody else trying to kill it out here, but maybe our style can influence and motivate others to attack their goals.
Maybe not just a style or a story.
We do have some pretty unique stories.
Crazy stories. Like how I have to push this one to eat healthy every day.
I was born out of a rhino, and I was raised in the wilderness, and I don't know where I'm going with that story. Next.
I've seen this neighborhood. It is not the wilderness.
There's the wilderness.
No. It's middle class. Good to go.
I'm from the streets. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, the streets of spaghetti and meatballs.
I feel like me and Liz have two pretty unique stories. Everybody has a story to tell, but I think that with our stories, there are a lot of adversities that we have to overcome to get to where we're at. And with a good mindset and a good mind frame, we're able to get to where we want to be, not exactly where we want to be, but go down the path of success and continue down, start snapping is a word. I think snapping goals out of the sky. So, I'm gonna let Liz tell her story and see. Liz, what's your Lizzy B? Lizzy, Liz.
Okay.
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 Okay, go ahead.
Jeez, where do I start? About 2 years ago, I realized I did not like the situation I was in, and I did not like the person I had become and who I was and the people around me. So what I did is I changed the people around me, and I started changing things I did too. In health, it was super hard. I actually started off, and I tell people this every day, with an apple a day. I started eating apple, and once I started liking the fact that I was making myself eat a fruit, I started eating vegetables, and little by little, that's how I just got into it until I became like the biggest health nut in the world and started going to conventions, health conventions, which is where I actually met David at a Fit Expo.
Beasting it, I was killing it. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So, that's basically it. But basically my life is, ever since I was young, we own a family business, and of course with that you're pushed into it. So I worked since I was young. My mother had a stroke at, I think I was 14, and ever since I have taken care of her, minus 2 years. I got into a relationship very early that and I shouldn't have. I got into a relationship very early, and I was married for 8 years. That did not work out, and it took a lot for me to get out of there. So I would say out of everything, change is probably the hardest things, because the last 2 years have probably been the most difficult of my life because it involves change, but I honestly would not change that for the world. I am in such a happy place now, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I wouldn't change none of that. It was hands down the most difficult thing. And not only that, in between that, 2 of my daughters were sick. The first one, she actually couldn't sleep at night, so for 6 months straight I would hold her all night. And my oldest daughter, we still are taking her to the doctor, but for the last 1.5 years she's been going to the doctor because they can't find out what's going on with her. She has different sicknesses going on. That's just a piece of my story, and now I'm actually stuck on a plan right now, and I'm headed that plan, and one of the main ones is health. And I've learned so much with health and nutrition that people always ask me what I've done, because they've seen I was huge. I was rocking a good 269, and that's the last time I got on the scale, because I wouldn't get on the scale afterwards. So I think I was a little bit higher than that, but I can't really tell you what I was. And now, though the last time I got on the scale was 190. So a lot of people come to me and they ask me what I did and what have I been eating, and I just tell them, start with an apple a day. Start somewhere, and if you fall, just get back up, because out of that weight I did gain 20 pounds back because I'm an emotional eater, but then I got back on track and I realized I wanted more for myself. So that's my story. And
which is an excellent story.
I'm here right now.
It's a little diverse from mine. Back in high school in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, I was about 135, 140 pounds. I played soccer my whole childhood. Having an obsessive compulsive personality means that if you like something, you love something. So I consumed myself with soccer at the time. So I was pretty lean. I graduated high school, I stayed around the same body weight, and I went into the military after a couple years of failing and being a knucklehead around town or whatever. So it was a very, very good thing. In Rebel days. Yeah, it was Rebel days. Being very
Rebel beast.
My father would have choice words on that time, but I ended up joining the Marine Corps after my father, and after messing up on the scholarship offers for soccer because I didn't have the grades because I was an idiot, I went ahead and boycotted playing soccer because I was not happy with the fact that I've been pretty much wasted that opportunity in life. So my obsession switched from soccer to fitness, and after I went through boot camp, I actually gained a little bit of weight in boot camp, and then I went to MOS school, which they teach you how to do your job in the Marine Corps. I walked into a 7-day store, or the PX, and I picked up a magazine that had Johnny Jackson on it, who's a pro bodybuilder, and he actually powerlifts at the same time, or he does for strength too as well. But I saw him on the cover, I'm like, man, I want to look like that guy. I don't know why I said that or why I wanted to, but my little whiskers twinkled right there, and I said that's what I wanted to do. So I began just looking at everything on YouTube, looking in the magazines. Every week I go in there and I buy them, or every month I go in there and buy a new magazine. And then I just felt like I needed to eat because I needed to get bigger. So I made friends with the people in the chow hall, and they hooked me up with extra eggs and stuff like that, and that's all I did. My routine was go eat, or go to school, go back, go to the gym, and eat and rest, and that's all I really did. I blew up from there, and I went from like 150 to in the 200s, 220s, and my first duty station was Okinawa, Japan, and then it just took off from there, and I was almost in the 240s, I think, around there. And then my supervisor, my staff NCOs, took notice of what was going on, and I was super close with them. Staff Sergeant Kreiner at the time and Gunny Harris, they voluntold me to do a bench press competition at a Kinzerfest. It's a festival we have, and there's a open bench press competition where you can go against some of the Japanese locals and stuff. I didn't have a choice. I went over there and I actually won. And then honestly, the rest is history. From there, I got hooked. As soon as I won that competition, I think I put up 450 in the first bench press competition. I went on and started competing. Went to Afghanistan in 2009. I competed against an Austrian contractor that was out there, and Master Guns, who's another supervisor for you civilians, that looked over me, and he said, when we get back, you'll be TAD. We're going to TAD you to the Marine Corps piloting team, which really wasn't a team at the time. We meant like TAD me or detach me from my unit to the athletic department. I didn't believe him at the time because I thought he had other things to worry about than Corporal Douglas at the time, and so I just went about my business. But a month after we got back, I transferred to another unit, and he kicked me out to the Camp Pendleton athletic department, and then I almost spent 3 years in the athletic department going around. My first competition was at Venice Beach. I qualified crazily to go and compete over in England, and that was an experience. And I just went all over and competed for the Marine Corps, and I really think that played a huge part and launched me into really seeding the fact that fitness was going to be my life. And I really don't think that I would have spent that much time and been that far down the path for it not to pay dues towards something that's going to come in my future. So I love fitness. I love powerlifting. I'm obsessed with powerlifting, and I really do. You can't make a crazy living, obviously, off powerlifting or anything like that, but I want to stay involved with the fitness community and the fitness industry. So I'm just following my dream and doing what I want to do. And if I want to help as many people along the way as I can. That's why we created this channel. I mean, obviously, we're not saying that everybody has to pay attention, but
It's basically for the people who want to.
It's for the exactly.
Have questions then.
For the people who want to listen and are intrigued or interested in me and Lizzy B, we definitely will keep the torch going as much as we possibly can. We tend to goof off a little bit too, so it'll be kind of interesting on how this goes on. But we're gonna put as many videos as we can, probably once or twice a week. And
no guarantees though. We'll try.
She's crazy sometimes.
You have a crazy life.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Between us, we got 5 kids. So we got a lot of mischief going on around the house, and
neighborhood kids.
2 families that love and support us, and definitely we wouldn't be here without their support. And I look forward to the future, and I'm extremely in love with her. So that will never change.
That's right.
And what this channel basically is about is it's going to be on fitness-related topics, anywhere from nutrition or just weightlifting in general. I'm gonna go and interview some people on their style and their angle and their area of expertise, and also we'll just be talking about our opinions and our thoughts on certain subjects. So she specializes in nutrition, I specialize in everything else when it comes to fitness. So as I said, it's our opinions. And if you have any questions or topics that you'd like to see us discuss, just leave it in the comment box below.
Honestly, it's just stuff that's worked for us, because we're not, I know there's other people that know different things. There's always so many different techniques. There's always so many different styles to work out or to eat. But it's just things that worked for us. And I think the proof is in the pudding with me and with you. I mean, not everybody can stay on a strict diet. Not everyone can eat clean. Not everyone likes pure protein. They have to have some carbs, or they have to have fruit, and not everybody likes fruit. So basically, if you could learn a little bit from us, or if we can give you some information that's useful and you can use it and it works, and you could try something else, then we've done our mission. Then we just giving you whatever's out of our brains and whatever we're trying and what we're still trying and doing. From supplements to eating to workouts. There we go. Because I plan to gain some muscle. I lost the weight, now I gotta get a little bit toned up. And he's gained the muscle, but now he just needs to lean up a little bit. So yeah, we got each other's back. We're good.
We're a perfect team, perfect storm, I would say, because
Next mission is just for him to make me squat and for me to make him eat his green beans.
Yeah, we keep each other in line. So like, we're just normal people, but we got a definitely unique story, I feel like, and everybody has their own unique story. And like she was saying, there's a million other people doing this. But if for some reason you feel like you want to pay attention to what we're doing, then we're just gonna give you as much opportunity and information that we can. And hopefully it will benefit you, and just take what you can and power on. That's all we can really say. That's our mission, and it helps us, and this is gonna be like therapy to us.
If I were just to say one thing just to start off, if you guys were to start off today, I would say don't judge yourselves too hard. Like, judging yourself is the worst thing. It's the voice inside that says, well, I'm not gonna go work out today, I'll just kill it tomorrow. Just go walk. Even if it's nothing, those little steps add up. And the same thing, like if you ate a piece of cake today, don't think you're gonna eat the whole cake and then start again tomorrow, because that's the stuff that makes you fail. If you're gonna eat the piece of cake, just eat your next meal healthy. Just keep on going. And then maybe 2 days later you want to eat another piece of cake, but at least that's how you start. That's how you get more hungry, and that's how you want it more. You don't just jump into everything.
Absolutely.
Because then you fall, you crash hard.
It doesn't happen overnight, so you can't just, a ship doesn't turn on one wave. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're gonna try to make that trip into the healthy land, you have to start steering the wheel in that direction. So if you hit a couple rough waves as far as like what you said, eating a cake or something like that, don't sit here and just jump off the ship like, oh, I failed. No, like we all like
everyone loves cake.
Yo, I eat pizza, I eat chips, I love cookie dough and all that stuff, but I know that I have a mission and that doesn't involve cookie dough. So if I slip her here, she's gonna be on me, and those next 3 meals, the next 4 meals, they're all gonna be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still leaning in that direction. So you just gotta be you have to be as strict with yourself as you can at the time.
But don't be hard on yourself when you fall, because everyone falls. And I would say the next thing is don't listen to the naysayers, the haters. Because you tell people you're getting healthy, and then once they're just waiting for you to eat or not go to work out so they can rub it in your face. Like, oh, I thought you were going to the gym. Oh, I thought you were eating healthy. And they don't realize the work you've done before, whether it's prepping your food or buying more fruit. So they will kind of bring you down. So don't even listen to them. Just be like, well, I know I'm eating healthy, or I know I'm doing my thing. So just brush them off and be like, well, you'll see.
It's your vision. So like you can't get mad at somebody that's gonna try to criticize and attack and doubt your vision. So it's your baby. So don't worry about what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go and attack the goal that you're trying to accomplish. That's like you trying to worry about their goal or whatever. Just don't even spend that energy, because you're focused on that singular goal. So I mean, all the critics and all the naysayers and all the doubters and the haters and blah 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 blah. Don't even get mixed up in that, because then you're gonna sit here and waste all this energy trying to convince everybody else of what you're trying. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You're not gonna please everybody.
No.
Never. Someone always has an opinion.
And whenever you try to do something good, everybody comes out of the woodworks and tries to say something.
Congratulations, you look so great. I knew you could do it.
And you know in the back of your head, like, okay, weren't you the one that said this, this, and this? Don't get caught up in that, you know?
You'll rarely have someone that says, you know what, I was wrong. Congratulations.
I'm such a firm believer on your true friends and your true people that have your back are going to show themselves without you even trying to provoke it, without you even trying to find it. You know what I'm saying? Without me knowing, I know she has my back, but I mean, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, I'm friends with, but it's just like, I know they got doubt, but I'm not really trying to get into it, so because I have my goal. I'm not worried about them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about where I want to go.
Hold on to the vision.
Until next time, Lizzy and the Beast. That's a gay sign.
I don't even know what the heck that was.
I was snipping the reel. Snip.
That looks like something else. What else are you doing?
Stupid.
Douglas, it's a little nervous right now.
I don't know what to say.
Can't stop sweating.
We're tag teaming. We're tag teaming fitness, nutrition, and
just let them know that's part one. Part one.
Part one is finished, and I'm in the finish.
Oh Lord, here we go again. See what I have to do with?
I can rock. I can flow.
The funniest thing he said is back fat goes whack whack.
Well, I did not say that at all. I don't even know what you said. I don't know why you even said that. Whatever. Where did you get that from?
You said that one time.
That was a late night rap video you watched.
Yes, that was.
That was a late night rap video.
That wasn't no rap video, please.
No.
Lil Wayne didn't even say that.
No, I picked up my flow from the streets, so it's certified. So I'm not gonna get into it.
Once again.
Maybe a couple episodes from now, I'll sit here and I'll flow to the people. But I mean, that's not what y'all want right now. I seen your streets. No.
They're clean. Them streets are clean.
I turned down a couple.
Grass is mowed. Everyone's in their house.
Our grass is brown as hell right now because of that drought. What you talking about?
Boy, you live where it's snowing.
Boy, see the ghetto come on her? I'm glad I got that on tape. She got this ghetto Tamika that comes out for no reason.